Today is Monday, which means it's
Mystery Monday.
And we received these very recently. If you haven't seen it, check out the short. But right now is the best part about receiving things and Mystery Monday, and that is because
we're gonna open some Blokees. Let's go open some Blokees!
Here we go, YouTube. We're gonna go open some Blokees. Woo! Here we are. We are at the playroom and studio and all that good stuff, and we're gonna open up some of these guys right here.
Adventures! Hey everybody, welcome back to KDM Adventures. My name is Kyle, this is my dad, and today we are bringing you another great adventure, which is Mystery Monday. And for Mystery Monday today, we have a whole case of Transformers 40th Anniversary Galaxy Version 3 Blokees.
And if you don't know what Blokees are, you're right there with me. But Kai knows what these are, and they are mystery figures.
It's basically a mystery tiny Gundam. If you guys ever built Gundam model kits, you know what I'm talking about.
And if you haven't built Gundam model kits, check out right here, because we have done a couple of those on the channel, and we will continue to do more of them on the channel. These Gundam figures are awesome. We enjoy them. They're super awesome mobile suit robots and kind of like mechs. And mechs are pretty fun. But today is Mystery Monday, and we have this, and we apologize for not getting this Mystery Monday up on the first Monday of this
April.
month, because we had to order these and they came in a lot later than we were hoping, so we weren't able to make the video until right now. We're excited to get them open though, and we're excited to share this adventure with all of you guys. And if you guys don't know,
we do all kinds of adventures. We do unboxing videos,
review videos,
play adventures,
travel adventures,
and much, much more.
And every experience is new because adventure is everywhere.
It doesn't matter what the adventure is, we do them all. There's there, and right here. And let's get these Blokees open.
But before we do that, hit that bell button down below so that way you know when we release our newest and our latest adventure.
And don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Those are for free. And now I guess we'll show you the box.
This is what the outside of the box looks like right there, in case you were hoping to get some of these for yourself or maybe for a friend for their birthday, or if you're just a collector and you're interested in having some of these because you're enjoying the adventures with us. There's the bottom of the box right there. Here is the
top of the box.
And the
side of the box.
And the other
side of the box.
And finally,
the back of the box.
Which is very boring and black and nothing special about it.
The reason why I said, is this the top of the box? Because this has got like a preparation.
Yeah, so if you... a preparation, but if you were to find one of these at the store and it wasn't a sealed case, it would probably be something like this. And it would look like that. And then this will pop up. And we'll show you that in a minute once we get it open.
Let's get it open.
Hey, whoa. Before we get it open, we want to tell you guys a little about Mystery Monday. And that is...
You guys can comment down below in the comment section. Well, obviously, what you guys want us to open on Mystery Monday, and we will try and find that thing for our next Mystery Monday video.
Yeah, please let us know if there's something in particular that you're hoping for, and we'll try and adventure out and find it. But today, we are excited about these, and these are a very big mystery to me, because Kai's been very interested in some of these. Finally, we were able to find them and order them, and Mama helped us out with that because Mama does a lot of stuff here on the channel that we don't see, right? There's all the behind the scenes stuff of ordering some of the things that we need or want. Thank you, Mama, for getting us these so that we could open them up and share them with all of our adventurers. We need some scissors to get this open, and if you are going to use scissors,
make sure you use them in the right way, because we do not want anybody getting hurt opening their new, for example, Blokees or toy or anything like that. So be sure to ask your parents for permission to use scissors or for their supervising.
We got the seal off. This is a completely sealed case. I've got an idea! We're going to test the theory that we normally test when we open up sealed cases of mystery items.
If you buy a sealed case, do you get the whole set?
And we're going to find out right now. So this would normally be, probably, in a store, something like this. And Kai's going to open that up for us and show us because he's excited to do that. And he really actually enjoys kind of folding the boxes over and showing the tabs and showing. Oh, it is a little bit tricky, huh?
I don't want to rip it.
Yeah, we don't want to rip it. So I think we're going to try and give it a little press here and get it so that it is in the right spot. So we don't rip it, we can share it all with you guys about what it's supposed to look like when we open up a brand new box of these and what you might find if you were out adventuring in the stores on what it would look like there. So this is what you would see in a store if you were going to be trying to find one of these in a retail store. Now, they said supposedly they sold them at Wally or Walmart, but unfortunately, we went adventuring over there quite a few times trying to find some of these and didn't have them anywhere. So we ended up having to order them. And these are kind of special because they are the
40th anniversary ones, and they're limited edition.
That's right, limited edition 40th anniversary Transformer Blokees. It's sort of like buildable robots. So let's see what the inside of the box looks like. Well, it looks like this right here. So here is one of them right here, and that's the outside of the box. Here's the other side of the box, another side of the box, and wait for it. Here is the chart. So hopefully you guys can see the chart well. And if you pause the video, you might be able to kind of see all the characters or figures that you can get. Then we got the bottom of the box and the top of the box. So this is what you're going to be looking for if you're looking for just a single one. And the other box that we showed you, the big part, is if you're looking for an entire case.
So, okay, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters to collect.
And there's only 9 boxes. So theory's already debunked. You're not going to get one of every single one. And it does seem like that the most difficult one to get is this Soundwave Secret.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That's like the chase figure. So maybe you'll get one in here, maybe you won't. Let's find out, shall we? So the first one that we're going to open up is, well, that one, I guess. Okay. Kai can go first. Kai's going to open up the first one, and we're going to set the rest of these out there. Kai's opening up the very first one of these Blokees that we got, and we're going to see what he gets inside. He gets a couple of packages, one bag here.
We're not going to look at this, okay?
No, we're not going to look at that. And another bag here.
I guess.
And we also get one
sort
of instruction sheet right there, which we're not going to open yet because we're going to open these up and we're going to see if we can figure out what we got inside.
That's it.
Let's see what we got. Ripping it open. So this is sort of like, oh, it looks like it's probably going to be Bumblebee based off of the amount of yellow, but possibly it could be this slog guy.
YouTube?
Well, there it is. There it is. Kai found it. The medallion, which is Bumblebee right there. So we got Bumblebee, it seems like. Let's open up this package and see what we get inside of this package right here. All right. Here we go. Ooh, we get a bunch of little pieces here, which look like this. They're sort of like trays or cartons of little cutout pieces that you need to cut out to build our blocky guy Bumblebee, which means we do a lot of building of these guys on this Mystery Monday video.
Wow.
And the instructions are kind of generic, just so you know. That is the instruction sheet that we get. It looks like you would get Soundwave possibly on that, but we obviously didn't, and that is the back of it. So it tells you kind of how to build it in a base form, and then you kind of add in the certain specifics from Bumblebee or Scavenger or Sideswipe or Slag. Well, let's get building these, shall we? This is going to be a very interesting video because not only do we have mysteries, we've got building stuff, and that's exciting for us. All right, YouTube, so what we're going to do is we're going to build this Bumblebee, and we have some of these Gundam nippers right here. So let's start building this thing, shall we, Kai, my boy? We got this one here. I'm going to open up that one next, but let's get this thing built first so you get an idea on what it takes to assemble this. So that way you can kind of figure out whether or not this is for you. We've got this sort of stand piece right here, and according to the instructions, it's telling us for Bumblebee to build his head and his armor, we need to get these pieces. Now, the difference between this and Gundams is Gundams have a lot of numbers and labels on their pieces, so you kind of cut each one out and you follow the instructions. On these, I don't believe they're numbered very well. They have some numbers on some of the pieces, but not on the rest of these pieces. So you just kind of have to look at the instructions and then put them together. Let's see how this goes. I guess we start with the head, and we got to flip it over here to the other side because Bumblebee's head looks a little different. So we need a white piece like that, and we need a blue piece like this, and then we need his 2 head pieces front and back, which I think one of them is this piece here, and the other one is this piece here. So I think those are his two head pieces. Yeah, this blue piece right here. This blue piece is going to go into this white piece. And I know you can't really see that too well, but we're going to put it in here. And that's what makes his eyes blue. See that?
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then we're going to put this piece into the front part of his sort of head right here. Just like this. Okay, we got his head put together. So that's what his head looks like right there. Hopefully you guys can see his little head there. It's kind of small. He's a smaller figure. All right, we got his head built. We're going to flip it back over to the other side, and now we got, it looks like to be his body, his chest. You see his chest piece?
This guy?
Yes, that's the chest piece. So this is the chest piece right here. It kind of looks like the same on most of them, it seems to be. So this is his chest piece right here.
Why they're using Soundwave here is because the building process for most of those Blokees, I think they're the same.
They're going to be similar, that's for sure. Then we need B3. So this is where we look for these little sort of trays or cartons of parts, and they have a little label over here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it, but it says B1 right there. It's B1 number 3. Bingo! So we're going to take number 3 off there. We're going to use our little nippers. Make sure that you have a parent helping you with this, because nippers can cut you very much like scissors. So just out of caution, make sure that you take the precautions to do it, and make sure that you have the right tools when you get some of these. So there's one piece right there, which is going to go on the side, and then we put, like just like that, okay?
Like this?
Yep. And then we're going to cut this one out over here. Oh, this is fun. I like building Gundams, and I like building Gundams with Kai, so this is kind of neat. These Blokees are sort of like a Gundam. And they're very similar in the sense of how you build them.
Except they're mysteries.
You don't necessarily know which one you're getting on the outside of the box. Which is why we're here for Mystery Monday, building these Blokees and opening them all up to show you guys what these are all about, because they're fun. They're a building toy, they're a building project, and it also is an adventure because of that. And it also is a mystery, so we got lots of stuff going on that are related to the channel here for these Blokees, and we're excited to be doing it. Did you get that in there? Did it click?
It didn't click.
It didn't click? Okay. But it's in.
Yep, it's in.
Let me see. Let's see here. No click?
Oh, there
see?
it is.
You gotta make a click. You gotta make sure the click happens on this little neck piece right here. If you don't, maybe his head's gonna fall off. We don't want his head to fall off. Now we need these pieces here, the front and the back of his chest. Okay. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. Okay, so this is what the Bumblebee additional step is. So you put this part, this is the front, so is that the front part? Yep, that's got the Transformer symbol. That looks pretty good. And then you put this one on the back. And you kind of push those together. And sometimes they're going to be a little difficult to push together, as I noticed with the head. So it would be beneficial to have your older brother, your older sister, or your mom, or your dad, or your aunt, or your uncle, or somebody to help supervise you with some certain steps.
That looks pretty good.
And this is the Bumblebee step. We put the little tire on the back, it looks like. It kind of looks like a tire.
Just so you know, they don't transform.
What?
Yes, they don't transform. They are just
figures. It would be very hard to do that.
They're just action figures, which is still awesome, though, if you think about it. Back to the next step, because I've got all the pieces that we need. So that's his middle portion there. Now we're going to build maybe
his arm?
They say it's called the crotch.
Okay.
We need, I think it's this piece here? No, that's his hand. Thumbs up, bro. It looks like this. Do you see any piece that looks like that?
Like that?
It's kind of got some ball joints. Yeah, okay, there we go. We got that. And then you need the front of the crotch and the back of the crotch.
Where's
which is, that's a good question. I don't actually know. What does he look like?
The crotch?
So we don't have a picture of him really, which is, we only have
here
this
we go.
picture.
Here we go.
Did you get it? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so you're going to put that piece on there, and then we need the back part of that. And is that the right? Yeah, it's the same. So it doesn't matter whether you put it in the front or the back. It's the same. Just when you're building your character or your Transformer, you got to put it in the right spot. Now we got the crotch built. We snap the crotch into the bottom part there. It's just a press fit. It doesn't actually snap. It doesn't say click, so I think we're good. And then we've got like two legs. So we've got the right leg and the left leg.
I guess you and me will build it at the same time.
Yeah, we could. They're exactly the same pieces. We need a piece like this, and then a piece like this. And this goes onto this. Okay.
Like that?
Put that onto there. Okay. Then we need one of these joint pieces here.
It probably comes from one of these.
You need to use B2 and B1 on here for the joints. So we're going to cut those out, and we're going to make joints. Alright, got one piece here cut out for Kai My Boy, and another piece here cut out for Kai My Boy, and that will make one joint. There we go. And I will make the next joint with mine cut out right here.
Do I put these together?
Yeah, you put them together. You need one of one and one of the other. So you need a 1 and a 2. Don't try and put two 2s together. We got our joint piece, and then we need our leg piece, which kind of looks like this. And again, they're going to look a little bit different on sort of every single one. We put that on our joint here, something like that. Oh, and it clicks, okay? And then we take that joint piece and put it onto our leg over here.
There?
That other leg piece that we built. So now we have a piece that looks kind of like this. And that is one of his legs, it looks like. The guy's working on that. We need another one of these ball joint pieces. These sort of clear ones like that. And we're going to put that in the bottom down here. So we're going to put that there like that. This one's got to do the clicks, so I think we're going to try and... Okay.
Ow.
Need some help? Yeah. Push it on the table. Yeah, we'll push it. This is where you need your parents' help, possibly. Or your older brother. Or your older sister. All right, there we go.
If you have any siblings.
If you don't, like Kai, then I think you're just going to have to ask your parents. Which is fine. Ask your parents. They're happy to help. You got your leg piece. I got my leg piece. Now we need the foot. Do you see a foot? It looks maybe something like this. And this goes into here like this. You need that little curved piece, yeah, for the front there. And then that kind of finishes off the way that the foot looks. That's his leg right there. You see the little headlight right there? Yeah. We built his legs. Sweet.
Do we attach them?
Yeah, we attach them to the body. Guys put the legs on. Now we got to build his arms. For his arms... It looks like we've got to make another couple of those joints. So we're going to cut these out right here. Making some more joints. Yep. Hopefully I get it right this time. I'll put it together in the wrong way like I did last time. You imagine that? You got your joint and you put it together and your arm's going like backwards.
Something's not right. Wait! Oh my! What have you done? I'm backwards!
You're like, dude, what's happening? How are my joints? You gotta fix my joint, dude. I got it right on the first time. That's pretty impressive.
I always get it right on the first. Well, not always, but I got these joints right on the first.
Yeah, you did, and I definitely didn't because I didn't read the instructions well enough, I guess.
Okay, arms time. Armed and dangerous.
So now we need for the arm, we need another one of these like little pieces like that. Oops,
oh God.
Yeah, we need one of those, and we put this in there like that, like we did before. And then we need the arm piece like this. Then we put our arm piece in like that into the other joint side, right over here like that. Okay? And then it looks like we need his hand. Actually, we have different hands. So you can put in different types of hands if you want. I kind of want
the one that's closed.
The closed hand?
Yeah.
Okay, not the thumbs up?
Yeah.
All right, so we got that hand there. So I'm just going to cut all these out of the cartons here, or the trays, and then we are going to pick whichever one we'd like to do, and I'll show you guys which different ones you have an option for. It comes with one sort of thumbs up one, and it looks kind of like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. It looks like that. And then the other one is just like a closed fist, looking like that. And the final one, yeah, is like an open hand one, like that.
Yeah, but the closed fist can like hold stuff.
I'm going to put the regular closed fist on mine as well. Now that we got that, we can put some accessories on. What's this for?
That?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
For Bumblebee, you got to put the shoulder armor piece on. His arm joints have these little tabs on the side, and you need that because you got to put the armor pieces on.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Make sure you use the right ones. The sort of thicker ones are for his legs, and the thinner ones are for his arms. And we accidentally put those on backwards. Hey, first time building it, and now we are fixing it. You got to figure it out for the first time because the instructions, let's be honest, they're not that great.
Bruh.
They're not that clear.
Make sure you put the right arm and leg joints on. Otherwise, it will not work. Now we're in business. Nope. Yeah! We got our arm joint there. And we got it. You lost it? It's gone. It's gone forever. No, we can't finish YouTube. That's it. The end of the video.
Nope.
No! We would never give up anyways because we're adventurers. We got the arm accessories, the hand accessories. Oh, we got this little transformer symbol. Are you going to stick his head on? Oh, look. And we got an Allspark cube.
Give me that cube, boy!
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then we got, I don't even know what this is.
Oh,
I think this is like the shooter looking piece. So. Yeah, so check this out. They give you this, which sort of looks like he's shooting something, which is kind of neat.
So you can like
put it on the end of his gun there. Yeah, and then it looks like he's shooting something. There he is. Well, that's what Bumblebee looks like right there. And this is the Blokees figure. Kai was right. He's very similar to a Gundam. And he comes with this little stand, so you can kind of position him on the stand if you wanted to. And kind of pose him and put him up however you wanted to. But for now, we're just going to kind of put like a basic pose on him like that. And look, there he is right there. There is Bumblebee from the Blokees. So we got Bumblebee. We'll put him out there. And we'll put all his accessories over there. And Allspark. And it looks like they gave you one little extra joint there in case you lost one or something. We're just going to make sure that we got everything off of your trays because you want to make sure that you got all your pieces and you don't want to lose any or accidentally throw any away. And we did. So we're going to get rid of those. And now we're on to
our second blocky. But before we get into that, sorry Yusuf, I didn't explain which ones I wanted.
Which ones we're hoping for, at least on the outside of the box.
So we got Bumblebee, so we can check that off.
You're wonderful. You're wonderful.
I want Ultra Magnus. Sideswipe looks pretty cool. Soundwave and Soundwave Secret.
So those are the ones that we're hoping to get here today on our Mystery Monday opening. And we got Bumblebee there. He's a pretty cool looking guy. I'm going to open up the next one. And we're going to take turns opening these up until we get all 9 of them open. And hopefully we can get this sort of secret one. Because that would be pretty cool. 1 in 36 is a chance on that. And the rest of these are 1 in 9. Let's see if we get all different ones at least. Here we go. Next Blokees. Opening it up.
Imagine we get the Soundwave.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd
would
be
be
awesome.
very cool. The 40th anniversary edition of these Transformers Blokees. Man, the packaging on them is really nice. It's a really nice packaging. It's all shiny and sort of holographic and like a holo card from Pokemon. It looks really good.
I like the way the Bumblebee looks.
It does look
I
pretty
like their
nice.
attention to detail.
Okay, here we go. So we got 2 little packs here and an instruction sheet, which we already know is going to be the same, but just to make sure, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, the instruction sheet is always the same. It just depends on which character you're going to build out of it. All right, I'm going to open them up. Who do you guys think we're going to get? Put down in the comments below who you think we're going to get out of
Who do you think?
package number 2.
Who do you think you're going to get?
Well, I'm hoping for Secret Soundwave. Yeah.
Alright, let's hope for that one.
All right, here we go, YouTube. We're ripping the package open here.
Is it purple?
And Sideswipe. Yeah! We got Sideswipe. So that was one of the ones Kai was hoping for. There it is right there. We got some pieces in that one.
Great.
We got some pieces in this one. It seems like every package comes with these trays that are all exactly the same and identical. Let's get Sideswipe built. There he is, YouTube. Check him out. There's Sideswipe. So here is the Sideswipe Transformers Blocky all built there. And he looks pretty cool. He's definitely a nice figure right there. He has the blue eyes just like Bumblebee does.
Because he's an Autobot.
That's right. And he has some armor pieces over here on his arms and on his back. He's got a little shoulder cannon up there on the top, which is pretty cool. So we got Sideswipe right there. And here's the sort of little medallion or coin thing that we got. It's actually made out of cardboard. It's not super sturdy, but it is something you want to keep if you are collecting these guys. Did we get an Energon cube with this guy?
No.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder why we didn't get an Energon cube. Huh. It says right here, accessories. You should get 1 Energon cube, 1 faction logo, which is the Transformers logo or the Decepticons logo, and 1 spare part for the ball joint.
Oh, well.
But we didn't get one in this package, so we got a little bit duped on this guy here. I guess Sideswipe doesn't have an Energon cube.
What the heck is that?
Next one we're going to pick, Kai, my boy. Which one are you going to choose? That one right there. All right, so Kai's on to the next one. This is our 3rd one here. Who do you guys think we're going to get today for number 3? Put down in the comments below. Let us know who you think we're going to get. Kai, my boy, who do you think is coming out of this box right here? Secret Soundwave. Well, let's find out if we can get Secret Soundwave. Who do we get inside of our Blokees number 3 box out of our full entire case here? Well, let's see what we get. All right, so we've got 2 packs inside, like we should. This is the trays, and that is the figure. Here it is, YouTube, the reveal. Do we get Secret Soundwave? Or at least a different one. And we got, ooh, that's Sideswipe again.
Like that?
No, it's
Oh, it's Red Alert. Oh, they look very similar, though. Oh, nice. We got a different one. That's exciting. I'm glad we got a different one. We're going to get this.
It's Sideswipe again. No, it's Red Alert.
And
yes.
check this out. This is the Red Alert little medallion or token there. That's what it looks like right there. We are going to get this guy built.
Oh, man.
And show you what he looks like when
Does
he's
he not
done.
come with an Energon cube either?
Oh, he doesn't come with an Energon. I guess we only have one Energon cube. Maybe they're not guaranteed with everyone. Maybe it's just if you get an Energon cube, then you can stack
Cubes
it up.
can be stacked on the ground. It doesn't... That's weird.
That is kind of weird. Well, we didn't get one in this one either, so maybe Energon cubes are kind of rare. Shall we get this thing built?
Yeah.
You guys excited to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Well, let's show you what it looks like. There he is, YouTube. Look at that. He's all built now. And this is Red Alert right here. He's got these sort of fire department kind of panels on the side there. And that's really what sets him aside or apart from the Sideswipe. Because Sideswipe is very similar. Check that out. So we got Sideswipe here and we got Red Alert right there.
So one thing I like about these Blokees is that once you get building one, the rest of them that you build, or at least the Transformers kind, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, the instructions are the same thing, except for minor details like the accessories and stuff that some others don't have.
Yeah, that's right. And the panels have printed pieces on them instead of stickers.
Like
and that
Gundams
is something that we do enjoy because when they're stickers, sometimes they're a little bit hard to orient and put on and you don't want to mess them up. But the Lego builds that we did for the F1 cars, we did a couple of those when we were adventuring down in Anaheim when we went to Frankenson's last, and we also went to Universal Studios. We had a great time doing that. Those videos will be coming up soon, so check out the channel. Make sure you hit that bell button and like and subscribe.
Do it. Do it. I love it.
So you know when we release those things if you're interested in those and adventuring with us on those. I'm going to pick my next one. I think I'm going to go right here in the middle. We're going to do this one here. I'm going to see what we get. I'm excited.
Special sound
See who we get, YouTube.
Sound
Hopefully we get this special sound wave. That'd be kind of nice.
And we also want Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus? Yeah?
And regular sound wave.
Yeah, dude, you know what? We just kind of want them all. But we're not going to get one of these, and we're not too sure which one it is. All right, 2 packages inside, another instruction sheet, and our trays. You guys ready for this?
Please,
who do you guys think we're going to get in this one? Put in the comments down below. Let us know. All right, you ready for this, YouTube? You ready for this? Ooh, it's green. And we got Bone Crusher. All right, we got another different one. It's Bone Crusher right there.
I think this is our first Decepticon.
Oh, that's cool. This is our first Decepticon. So we're going to get Bone Crusher built right now. One thing about Bone Crusher, he's got purple trays here instead of the standard gray ones that we're using on all of the Autobots.
Maybe it's because he's a Decepticon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because he's a Decepticon or if it's just part of the color scheme for Bone Crusher. As you guys know, if you're Transformers fans, Bone Crusher is normally purple and green, so it might make sense. We just wanted to point that out while we're building this.
BAM!
There it is, fully built. We got Bone Crusher right here. Check out Bone Crusher. He is a pretty cool Transformer right here. He's green and he's purple. He's got red eyes because he's a Decepticon, and he is ready to rock and roll. The cool part is he's got like this piece that kind of opens and closes here on the front. Kind of has that sort of digger or front loader sort of pieces on the front because I believe that is what Bone Crusher is. He's sort of a tractor, and I think they combine together to make some kind of combiner. I'm not actually sure.
I forget what his name
is. I forget what it is. If you guys know what it is, put it down in the comments below. But we're on to the next Blokees. Which one are we picking, Kai, my boy? Which one are you hoping for? That one there, okay. And which one are you hoping for, Kai, my boy?
Soundwave, or Ultra Magnus.
Okay, well, one of those three. I'm hoping for Special Soundwave or Secret Soundwave. Let's see which one we get. So far, we're doing really well. We've got 4 boxes open, and they're all different. So far, if you buy a case, at least they're all different. You aren't guaranteed one of each, and you definitely aren't guaranteed a Special Soundwave. Let's see if we can get Special Soundwave on here. Which one are you guys thinking that we are going to get out of this box, which is box number 5? Let's find out which one we get. You ready, Kai, my boy? Here we go. We've got new pieces Oh, we got
Regular
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
I got excited. I thought it might be special Soundwave.
Oh, no, let's check out regular Soundwave.
Yeah, regular Soundwave is awesome. I really
these
enjoy
are
Soundwave.
purple,
Oh,
too.
yeah, and these are, well, actually, these are a dark navy blue.
Well, I guess
which
Soundwave is blue.
Yeah, so that kind of makes sense on that. Well, we're going to build this thing really quickly, and here we go. There he is, YouTube, all built. Check him out. Soundwave, one of our favorite Decepticons. Even though he is a Decepticon, he is still
He's awesome.
super cool. And you know what else?
He's got a little cassette inside.
Yes, it's super detailed, too. He's got just his little compartment there right in the front where he's got his little cassette right there, and it comes out, and it's an actual little cassette. Look at that. That's super cool. And it just tucks away right inside there, just like Soundwave is supposed to be. So that's what he looks like there. That's the Soundwave, the regular Soundwave, not the secret one. And that's the little medallion or coin right there. So we'll set that out there in front of him. And now we're on to the next one.
Next one.
All right, I'm going to select this,
That one?
this one right here.
That one.
Here we
All
go. Box number 6. Who do you guys think we are going to get in box number 6? Or who are you hoping
Ultra Magnus.
for? Ultra Magnus.
I'm calling it right now, Ultra Magnus.
I'm calling it right now. Secret Soundwave. Hopefully we get Secret Soundwave. Don't tell anybody if we do because it's a secret.
It's a secret.
All right, here we go.
But I guess like the thousands of people that are watching our video now.
Yeah, then maybe actually tell everybody. Tell everybody that we got the Secret Soundwave if we get it, because we want everybody to come
an
see what Secret
achievement.
Soundwave looks like. We don't need the box.
Yay.
And here we go, YouTube. All right, you guys ready for this? You ready?
Yeah.
Hopefully something different. Hopefully something different. Hopefully Secret
Magnus,
Soundwave.
Magnus.
Ready? Here we go.
3, 2, 1. That is the
What is
dinosaur guy.
Oh, the dinosaur guy,
What's his
which
name?
is Slag. His name's Slag. It's Slag. Yep, Slag. All right, so we got Slag.
This is Slag in dinosaur form.
Yeah, and one thing is, so when we were building all these guys, we built the very first one for you guys because we wanted to show you what it all entails, but they're all pretty much the same, as we pointed out a couple of times when we were building these and showing you what they look like.
Except
But
for the vehicle
guy,
modes.
yeah, this guy's quite different though. This guy's very different. Well, they don't transform, but this guy's quite different. He's got quite a few extra steps here on the sort of instruction sheet there. So we're going to build this one, and we are going to show you guys what it looks like. There he is, all built right there. There's Slag right there. He's the dinosaur sort of rhinoceros transformer, and he looks pretty cool too. And that is the little medallion right there really quickly. That's the one that we got for Slag. He's also an Autobot. Building him into the bot form is basically the same as the rest of them, except for he has this sort of shield back accessory piece that is actually
And he's
his
got
head.
a sword.
Yeah, and he's got a big sword instead of a blaster.
He's a knight.
A different optional one that you could get in this box. You can either get Slag in dinosaur form, or you can get Slag in robot form. And we got the robot form one. Next box. This is going to be this one for you?
I guess so.
All right, there it is here. So we've got Slag, we've got Red Alert so far, we've got Sideswipe, we've got Bumblebee, we've got Soundwave, and we got
Bone Crusher.
And those are the ones we've got so far. So who do you guys think is going to be in this one? This is box number 7. Put down in the comments below. Let us know who you think is going to be in here.
There we go.
And who are you hoping for in here?
Secret Soundwave or Ultra Magnus.
Okay. Well,
Or the dinosaur dude.
let's see what we get, shall we, YouTube? And it is... Oh!
It's Ultra Magnus!
It's Ultra Magnus, YouTube. That's awesome. He is the white Optimus Prime, basically. But there he is right there. There's a little medallion or a cardboard cutout.
He's pointing his finger. Like, that way, Autobots.
That way!
Autobots, roll out.
Well, that's Optimus Prime's thing. Let's open up these pieces right here. Oh, and these
They're white.
trays are white. He has a lot of white parts for him, as you can see there. So it seems like these trays are pretty different for a lot of the different Blokees that we get in the Transformers, depending on their sort of color scheme and which character or Transformer you do get. We need to put this guy together. And there he is, YouTube. There is Ultra Magnus built. Check him out. He looks very cool. Very much of a white Optimus Prime. But I do like the blue on him. I like the white and the blue. And I personally think he looks Very cool. He's got a big blast there in his axe, sort of like
Battle
Optimus
axe.
Prime has. Yeah, look at that. Woo! He's a good-looking one. So we're going to put Ultra Magnus over here. So we got a lot of Autobots so far.
And only like 2 Decepticons.
And 2 Decepticons. But we do have
2 more boxes.
2 more boxes. So let's see what we get out of the next one. All right, YouTube, my turn to pick. I'm going to go with this one right here. The second to last one, and let's see what we get. That is the one we're hoping for. Secret Soundwave, that would be the one to have. I would love to get Secret Soundwave. Let's hope that we can get the Secret Soundwave. Because I'm pretty excited about Secret Soundwave here. And it actually, you know, there's 10 of them on here. So as long as we get a different one, that's going to be the most important to me. But I really would love to have Secret Soundwave. That would be pretty cool. It also make me wonder if they've always put one of the sort of rare ones within a case. We'll find out. Alright, so we got our 2 packs. Nothing else in the box. We got our instruction sheet like we normally do. And 1 small pack, and here it is right here, YouTube. Put down in the comments below who you think we're going to get out of here, or at least who you're hoping for. You ready for this guy, my boy? We're both hoping for Secret Soundwave. Let's see what it is. All right, YouTube. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's the Dino one. It's the Dino version of Slug. So we got all the parts, or Slag. So we got all the parts we need to build Slag now. So this is definitely a different build than the other one there. So I guess we should probably show you guys how we build it, shouldn't we? So,
I guess so.
A lot of the parts still the same. We got the frames that are still the same. We got one stand that's still the same. But we do have a few different pieces, which are like, these shell parts. That's kind of his body.
And these things.
And those things.
And this thing.
And that one piece that we thought we didn't get out of the other one.
Guy.
Yeah. But you don't get every piece for the dino part and the robot part. You only get one or the other. So they're kind of 2 different guys, but the same, if you know what I mean. Come on, boy, let's build this guy up and let's put him together. So the parts are fairly similar. So I think Kai has a pretty good idea on what he needs. I'm going to cut out the little shoulder pieces for him really quick, because that has kind of been our sort of stepped guide, if you will, the way that we've been building all the last of them. So there are those pieces for you, Kai, my boy. Well, I think they still go in the same spot like they did the last one, which would be on the sort of, that center or middle part of the frame.
Wait, but on... Oh.
See, you still build the middle part of the frame, but on the bottom, instead of using like a torso, you use that special piece that we're going to show YouTube here in just a moment, so they can see what this special piece looks like. So that way, you guys will know what we're talking about. So the torso piece is this instead of the other piece. It's very different, and that is because the robot form stands up, and the dino form is sort of on all 4s, which makes it quite different. We still get 4 of these joints. I'm not sure where we're going to use all 4 joints. I assume in one of each of the legs. Instead of having arms, we got 4 legs, which does make it a little bit different of a build, which is why we're excited to show you how we put this together, because we showed you how we put together all of the other ones that were a little bit different. Mainly Dinobot Slug, or Autobot Slug, in the robot form, and now we're doing Slug in the dino form. So the dino form is cool if you are a dino collector, I think. We, however, are not big dino fans, and we like robots better than dinos, so we would have been maybe a little bit more excited if we did get one of the robots instead of the dino form. But the funny thing is that there's only 2 guys left, and we have 1 box, which means that we're either going to get the sort of rare secret Soundwave, or we're going to be getting the other one of the Decepticons, the green Decepticons.
I don't know what his name is.
And I don't know what his name is either. We'll find out in just a moment once we get to it. Hopefully we get the secret Soundwave instead of the Decepticon. But either one is good. If we get a different one, there's a big possibility or a high chance that we're going to get a double, I think. Unless we don't get doubles in any of these. And if you buy a sealed case, you get no doubles, but you don't necessarily get all of the bots. And if we're missing just Secret Soundwave, I wonder what we're going to do about that. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to buy a whole nother case, because I think the case was about $50.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. Mama ordered this for us, but that's just my sort of remembrance of the guess for everything. All 9 boxes in a sealed case. I think it was about $50, and that would make each one about $5.54 or something like that. Is that having a little trouble going together?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It might need to be taken apart a little bit and realigned because these pieces may or may not be in the right spot. I think maybe it's upside down, my boy. The torso piece. So this piece has to rotate around. That's what it was. So make sure this is in the right orientation, because if it's not right orientation, it won't fit well into the notches of your Dinobot or your Autobot slug in the Dino form. And then now we can get the case together. There we go. You got the head part going, and there's that part going there. And I'm going to finish up building his legs and feet here. So we use different feet for the front. The feet for the front have the little ball joints on them. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they got little ball joints on them. So make sure you put those in the right spot. Otherwise, it's probably not going to go together too well. And then we use our front arm joints. There's one of the front legs there.
Nice.
And then we got to get the other front
leg.
leg.
You said?
That's a front leg. And then these are the rear legs, which are kind of already fully built, and they already have the ball joint attached to them. And make sure you use the right ones fast. So the back legs are kind of little compared to the front legs, but they have the ball joint and the socket on them. So you want to make sure that they're kind of in this sort of angled back portion to the sort of toes.
This one has a jaw.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can open and close his mouth. And then we have the joints. The joints that we make out of the cartons or the trays. You got to make sure that you put those in the right way. And the way they go is with the sort of rounded part facing up. So we got to make sure that we do that. Otherwise, it won't go in right onto the dinosaur bot.
Alright, we're gonna.
How's it going? He's going good? Oh, his head's attached. Oh, that's nice. All right, all right. And then we got his tail here. Did you put his tail on? Do we have the, you put the ball joint in there already? Okay, nice. Then we got back leg, we got the back right leg, and then the back left leg, or left and right. I got those mixed up. Then we got the back right leg now, and here it is. YouTube, check this guy out. Actually, he looks pretty cool, to be honest. He's like a little Triceratops there, and I think he's a pretty cool looking Dinobot guy there, or Autobot in a dino form. I just wish that maybe we had gotten the pieces with the other guy, the other slug. Yeah, so you could just kind of convert him, because I feel like that sort of makes sense.
You know, I feel like they did that with a Bumblebee one.
Oh, really?
They just made a car.
Oh.
Like, they just did a full-on
car. The funny thing is he doesn't really go on the stand very well, which is a little disappointing. Yeah.
Wait.
So he doesn't really fit on the stand, unfortunately, because there's no way to put him on there. So I'm not really sure why they gave you a stand. He just kind of stands there. And here is the sort of token or medallion or little cardboard cutout of Slug right there. So hopefully you guys can see that. YouTube, this is our very last one that we're going to be opening up here today for Mystery Mondays / Blokees case opening of the Transformers 40th Anniversary Edition. Alright, Kai, my boy, you ready for it?
Yeah.
The very last one, YouTube. Our very last one out of the box. Let's see what we get. Kai's opening up the very last one. Which one are you hoping for? Put down in the comments below. Let us know if you get it right, and let us know if your favorite one has come out yet or not, or if you're just hoping to see what else we get. Or do we get an entire set minus the special? And which one would you get if you didn't get the special?
Bam.
Alright, YouTube. Here we go. Kai's gonna rip it open. Special, please be special Soundwave.
Open it. Oh, shit.
Okay. And oh, it's the green one, which means we didn't get the special one. But the question is did we get a different one? And it is Scavenger, so we did get a different one, which means that we have all of the 9 base Transformers. We are just missing the one Soundwave, the secret Soundwave, and since it's a secret, maybe it doesn't exist. Who knows? We will definitely be doing more of these Blokees. I don't know if it will be these same ones because we already have a whole case, and we have pretty much all of them except for Secret Soundwave. And I don't know that we will try and chase down that secret one, but we definitely will be doing more of these Blokees in the future. Those connect together? So you can kind of like stand them up together?
I think so.
Oh, that is kind of neat. Looks like the stands might connect together.
We'll figure that out
All right.
later.
We're going to build up Scavenger right now. There it is. Look at that YouTube right there. There's Scavenger. We have Decepticon Scavenger fully built in robot form right there. He's pretty cool. He had a few different pieces like the backhoe piece or the excavator piece on the back. And he also has this cool blaster right here. So he was a little bit different as well, which is awesome because these are all very similar. So once you build one, you kind of get the idea on how to build them, but they all have their own unique pieces, as they should, because they're all different. And we definitely enjoyed building these and opening them up, finding out which ones we get. But there's one little sort of teaser or hint over here. That is Secret Soundwave right there. And he has Laserbeak right there. So if you were interested in what Secret Soundwave looks like, you can kind of get a little glimpse of him. And it looks like he might be like iridescent purple or blue instead of the regular sort of blue that's not clear or opaque or iridescent. And that is pretty awesome. We really enjoyed these. Kai, my boy, what is your favorite one of the ones that we got? Even though we pretty much got all of them except for Secret Soundwave. Bumblebee. Yes, Bumblebee, I could see that.
Yeah, I like Bumblebee, so it's pretty clear that my favorite one would be Bumblebee. I like the posability on these Blokees figures. That goes for any of them, but specifically Bumblebee, his feet were really fun to build, putting the little Volkswagen thingies on his.
Yeah, he's G1 Bumblebee, which corresponds to the 40th anniversary of them, of course, but that's kind of neat that he's G1, so he is the Bumblebee that is the Volkswagen form, which also makes it a little bit different to build and also kind of unique. And that's what Kai's talking about, his feet down there. They sort of show the Volkswagen front and kind of like the lights are supposed to come with Energon Cubes. I'm guessing maybe only Bumblebee does, and maybe you only get one per case, so if you do get an Energon Cube, that's pretty neat. And a couple other things we kind of thought that were sort of interesting that we did notice about them is that
Slag didn't come with an accessory, but there's a hole to put one here.
Yeah, it looks like there's a hole to put one in his mouth. And it doesn't say that he's supposed to come with any kind of accessory in his mouth. Yeah, but he does have a little hole in his mouth, which is kind of weird. And the other thing is that we kind of mentioned it before that Slag is really kind of strange because he is featured twice in the set, and I don't even really feel like Slag is a very big Transformers Autobot. I've really actually never heard of him before until we opened up these.
I've never heard of him.
And he's a dinosaur, which I don't believe was part of the original Transformers either.
He's an Autobot.
Yeah.
But he's actually a Dinobot, which is weird because he's got an Autobot logo here.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure about Slag there. He does have two options, which I feel like they should have just made another character entirely, like maybe RC or maybe
Optimus.
But we do have Ultra Magnus though. So Ultra Magnus I feel like is not out around the same time. And it is 40th anniversary version, so it kind of makes me feel like it's part of the originals. So maybe we should just seen Autobot Blaster or something instead of another one of these Dinobot slugs. That would be something neat that we wish that they would have done.
Maybe because I don't feel like Ultra Magnus was the original.
It's kind of borderline. Because actually, was it Hot Rod?
Yeah, he became Ultra Hot Rodimus or something.
Rodimus, right? So he became Rodimus, and then, yeah. Well, if you're familiar with the Transformers series, you know what we're talking about. Either way, we had a great time opening this entire case of these Blokees Transformers 40th Anniversary Edition buildable figures that are very similar to a Gundam. And we enjoy Gundams, so if you enjoy Gundams, you will definitely enjoy these little guys. They aren't too hard to build. Kai could build one by himself after we kind of went through and did the first one together, and they are a little tricky to press fit some of the pieces together. They do require a little bit of help from your parents because small fingers might have a little bit of difficulty snapping them into the final position before you can put them together. Overall, I think these are great. Like I was saying a little bit before in the video, we will definitely try and feature some more of these blocky figures because they are so much fun and we had such a good time adventuring with them here on KDM Adventures for Mystery Monday. And that brings us to the end of our adventure for today, YouTube.
We enjoyed having you along. We hope you enjoyed the adventure. Whatever your adventure may be, always remember to have fun and keep adventuring.
KDM Adventures. And we'll see you guys
on the next adventure,
which will probably be
one of these.
Don't forget to click on one of those and we'll see you guys on that adventure.